amazing lengths and ropes and scandals. Now and then I've lost the king of Persia in a bar. I've walked across Siberian wastes, I've robbed a bank and left no trace. I've seen the hanging gardens from afar. I've wined and dined in Monaco with debutantes who didn't know. I've done the loving deed with dirty hags. I've gambled on a drunken duck. I fought a bear and had no luck. I've heard the mermaids calling from the crag. I'm Aldous the Reaper. I'm eager to meet ya. So grab yourself a drink full of a stool. Aldous the Reaper, and nothing comes cheaper than a story from a liar to a fool. I bought and sold my weight in gold. I braved the wind and faced the cold. I've infiltrated drug lords in Shanghai. I've summoned sharks against my will, be stalked by men who live to kill. I've cheated death and looked him in the eye. I rode the railroads, crossed the states and rodeo through fire gates. I've sung with tramps round barrels full of fire. Been struck by lightning 13 times, corrupted trials for heinous crimes, and now I'm just a rack on turf for hire. So grab yourself a drink full of a stool. Aldous the Reaper, and nothing comes cheaper than a story from a liar to a fool. My name is Aldous Pinch. Most of us have been incarcerated for the last month, and I would like you and I to embark on a journey with a handful of dubious tales from across the globe. Come on. I'm Aldous the Reaper. I'm eager to meet ya. So grab yourself a drink, pull up a stool. Aldous the Reaper, and nothing comes cheaper than a story from a liar to a fool. Our first tale takes us to Sweden. It is a story of revenge and casual cannibalism. A golden-haired boy, a moment of joy with a woman of dubious nature. Her husband's a man with schemes and a plan. His wife is a whore and he hates her. The man with a plan built a room with no windows. The woman he butchered below. The boy with the hair, he can't go anywhere. He's shackled, confused, and alone. Now he's a prisoner of a twisted governor, the legend of young Bernie Dexter. He dreams of open air, a life that's without care, the legend of young Bernie Dexter. He's just a prisoner of a twisted governor. The months turned to years. He lost all his hair, but his misery brought no repentance. He was fed through the door with meat from the whore by the man that he loathed with a vengeance. Divinity called him within that dark decade. The devil had spotted a boy, so he bartered his soul for pursuit of his goal, and Satan released him with joy. He's not the prisoner of a twisted governor, the legend of old Bernie Dexter. He dreams of open air, a A life that's without care, the legend of old Bernie Dexter. He's not the prisoner of a twisted governor. His own plan. He found the old man and tied him with ropes to a pillar. He cried out her name and wept without shame, but his eyes were the eyes of a killer. He beat the old man with a log from the fire. He did it with passion most vile. He cut up the corpse with no shred of remorse and dined with victorious smile. He's not the prisoner of a twisted governor, the legend of old Bernie Dexter. He breathes the open air, lives life without a care, the legend of old Bernie Dexter. What's he not? He's not the prisoner of old twisted governor, the legend of old Bernie Dexter. What's he breathe? He breathes the open air, lives life without a care, the legend of old Bernie Dexter. He's not the prisoner of a twisted governor. That's an expensive ending. This next song takes us to the great wild west frontiers of America. It's a happy song, nobody dies, but there are 2 lesbians and a horse. Across the prairies, the stagecoach racing hard, loaded up with bullion, the Pinkertons on guard. They saw the outlaw clearly against the slowly setting sun. She spurred her horse on down the hill and met the coach head on. The driver and the Pinkertons surrendered all their arms, without a single bullet being fired. They rode off on the wagon, but she left them all unharmed. The desperado every man desired. Don't feel too bad about it, you're not the first about it. Whilst you could do without it, you weren't to know. Just blow her kisses, don't tell your missus, 'cause you've been held up by Rosie Monroe. Ranging north and south and seeping solo beneath the stars, she ate her breakfast on the plains, drank whiskey in the bars. Adored by all the peasants as she rode from door to door, she spread the wealth she'd stolen amongst the suffering and the poor. A lonely figure on the highway, hunted by the law. Her one true friend, a stallion called Pride. Everybody wanted her, she yearned for something more, the comfort of a lover by her side. Don't feel too bad about it, you're not the first, don't doubt it. Whilst you could do without it, you weren't to know. Just blow her kisses, don't tell your missus, 'cause you've been held up by Rosie Monroe. Guitar! Then one day on a stick-up where the driver was a dame, she tipped a wink at Rosie from above. They took the loot to Mexico and left the men in shame, lived their lives as fugitives in love. Don't feel too bad about it, you're not the first, don't doubt it. Whilst you could do without it, you weren't to know. Just blow her kisses, don't tell your missus, 'cause you've been held up by Rosie Monroe. Don't feel too bad about it, don't feel too bad about it. Just blow her kisses, don't tell your missus, 'cause you've been held up by Rosie Monroe. Hi, thank you. Now we travel to Northeast Africa, where we swap our horses for camels. a camel that he won from a Frenchman in Damascus with a lie. He found the royal palace where the blazing midday sun bounced off gleaming golden marble by the Nile. With cunning and with avarice he waited until dark, then he leapt from wall to wall just like a cat. He dropped onto the balcony outside the king's hurrying blue kisses to the sweeping girls he passed. Creeping through the palace in his slippers and his fez, to hidden vaults beneath oasis ground. Oh, Abdul the jewel thief maestro, one last job, the start of Cairo. Oh, where'd he come from? Damned if I know. Oh, he came to steal the star of Cairo. Oh. He found the ancient treasury and lit a tardy torch, was dazzled by the wealth of jewels and gold. Wound his way amongst the riches plundered through the years, led by madness in a map that he'd been sold. The diamond rested on a plinth bigger than his fist. He lifted it and slipped it in his sack. A shiver slithered down his spine, the palace seemed to grow. He fled the labyrinth, never looking back. Running through the palace in his slippers and his fez, escaped upon the camel he had won. Oh, Abdul the jewel thief maestro, one last job, the start of Cairo. Where'd he come from? Damn do I know. He came to steal the star. The curse laid on the diamond was the pharaoh's best kept secret, and the glorious stone would never cross the Nile. With the palace on an island in the middle of the river, the king could watch the crafty thief and smile. Sweating like a beast, making straight for the crossing at a dash. Trotting on his trusty steed across the sturdy bridge, he heard the sacred water start to splash. The camel took from his back and pelted to the shore, left to face the curse, a lonely soul. A tidal wave against the tide tore him from his feet and drowned him with the diamond that he stole. The king stood in his treasury and giggled at his trap as he placed another diamond on the plinth. The start of Cairo. This next song takes us back to the good old US of A, the Midwest. I want you to imagine the dust, the trailer parks, the rampant incest. Did he say incest, Derek? I believe he did, Deirdre. This is a stompy song. If you're still sat down at home, I want you to turn it up, stand up, and stomp. He met her on a ghost train back in 1959, with a rancid smell of whiskey hanging around her all the time. She was barely more than 19, but she'd lived a rotten life, with a twisted smile made bigger by a scar from Daddy's knife. Her jeans showed off her wiggle, or was it just a limb? She wore a chain around her waist she'd stolen from her pimp. She fell into his carriage and sat down by his side. They got themselves acquainted on that dark and spooky ride. He knew from when he met her, you'd not want to take her home. The sparkle in her decent eye betrayed her crazy bones. She's got crazy bones. She's got veins like crazy, no one knows. She's got crazy, got crazy bones. They left with cotton candy, then they broke into a car. They drove across the desert after holding up a bar. They robbed their way from state to state for nickels or for dimes. Their faces plastered across the networks, wanted for their crimes. She reveled in the infamy, but he knew it had to stop when they ran a light in Crystal Falls and hit a traffic cop. She loved him, but he scared her, so he did just what she said. And he knew when he was doing it, they'd only end up dead. He knew from when he met her, he'd not want to take her home. The sparkle in her decent eye betrayed her crazy bones. She's got crazy bones. She's got crazy bones. Got crazy running through her veins like crazy no one knows. She's got crazy, crazy bones.
This newsflash just in. 15 miles from Illinois, they pulled their final prank when the FBI surrounded them while holding up a bank. They walked right out the front door, holding hands without a frown. They raised their plastic pistols, and the agents gunned them down.
She's got crazy bones. She's got crazy bones. She's got crazy bones. She's got crazy. Crazy bones. Now we return home to the Three Cocks Inn in Kettering. Other drinking establishments are available. There's a drink that I'm loving, a fine cup of something. It's bitter, it's sweet, and it's clear. It's a friend and a lover, a fool and a bugger. Drink it straight or deliciously queer. It'll ruin your mother, mess up your brother. The spirit unites young and old. Take care when you drink it, sip, glug, or sink it. The damage it's done is untold. The damage it's done is untold. Here's to Jen, and the trouble she brings. The gateway to all of the best sinful things. She'll liven the night if the company's alright. We'll be dancing whilst everyone sings. Here's to Jen, and the trouble she brings. To paupers, whores, thieves and kings. She'll go down so slick, she'll be back up as quick. You'll be dancing whilst everyone sings. Dancing whilst everyone sings. You can drink it at home whilst you're sitting alone. You can drink it with friends at the Cocks. You can down a whole jar with old men from afar at the salty end down on the dock. Whether Bombay or Gordon's or Tanqueray Wardens, boiled in your very own still. Drink it neat or with tonic, the next day is chronic. You're feeling unbearably ill. You'll be feeling unbearably ill. Here's to Jen, and the trouble she brings. The gateway to all of the best sinful things. She'll liven the night if the company's alright. You'll be dancing whilst everyone sings. Here's to Jen, and the trouble she brings. To paupers, whores, thieves and kings. She'll go down so slick, she'll be back up as quick. You'll be dancing whilst everyone sings. Here's to Jen, and the trouble she brings. The gateway to all of the best sinful things. She'll liven the night if the company's alright. You'll be dancing whilst everyone sings. Here's to Jen, and the trouble she brings. To paupers, whores, thieves and kings. She'll go down so slick, she'll be back up as quick. You'll be dancing whilst everyone sings. Here's to Jen. music. On his way to meet the man with the money, well, a smack-headed Jack went a little bit of funny, bought a coat and a cap, pair of shiny boots, walked into the office where they find the new recruits. In the office was a sailor with a beard, had a mince in his stride and an accent that was weird. But Jack signed up with a flourish of his pen, began his brand new life with a gang of salty men. Oh, smackhead Jack. Oh, smackhead Jack. This is where you sing along. He's a sailor in the Navy, and he's under Captain Davy. He's a sailor sailing on the daring seas. He's a sailor in the Navy, and he's just a little crazy, but he's never known a life that felt so free. Felt so free. In a port where a naked Jack was swimming, he was jumped on and kidnapped by a clan of hairy women. He was bundled on a donkey with a strap and wooden leg. It hobbled through the desert on a splintered battered peg. In a camp where the women used his body, he was kept in a cell, but the prison was a shoddy. He escaped through the dunes under cover of the night, returned to his ship in the early morning light. Oh, smackhead Jack. Oh, smackhead Jack. He's a sailor in the Navy, and he's under Captain Davy. He's a sailor sailing on the daring seas. He's a sailor in the Navy, and he's just a little crazy, but he's never known a life that felt so free. Felt so free. Now, this is the last song. I really should take this opportunity to thank you for listening. I really should. On a day when the jumping fish were flying, stood the crew of the ship as the captain lay there dying. And if Jack saw a lad who was running up the deck from a desert weeks away, he had made the mighty trek. With a note from a very hairy lady who'd been sent to find his daddy, who's a sailor in the Navy. His familiar grubby face, when it took him out of back, he was staring at a little kid who looked a lot like Jack. Oh, smackhead Jack. Oh, smackhead Jack.